Okay, so remember I told you guys I don't like to talk too loud because the neighbors be listening in and stuff like that. And I already know that, but like I said, because I don't care if people think I'm crazy or whatever. It's just like to back up what I say. I like to upload psychics that be like, oh, you got some nosy neighbors or you got some dark people around you, so people don't think I'm just talking. Because a psychic I uploaded the other day was saying people think you're being a nuisance or whatever, but some people see what's going on or whatever. And I just don't understand. Never mind. I understand that these people are demonic, and I know why they're doing it to get a reaction, or they're plotting, or trying to get you slipping, or just trying to annoy you and bring you down from a high spiritual level, like not even a high spiritual level. They trying to bring me down to like a lower level where I just snap or whatever. But then it's kind of like you're gonna look crazy because you just don't really know who to snap on or whatever. Because you don't really know particularly who's doing it. You just know that it's just like I told you. They do it very covertly. Like I'll come down the stairs, and when I'm coming down the stairs on the left side of the gate, it's a car sitting on the side, just sitting there on the side of the gate with headlights on, right outside the gate. Then when I come down the stairs, like right there ahead of me, is a car with their headlights on, just sitting there. And it's just what I'm saying. They just do like covert stuff, and you know it's for you. But if anybody else from the outside looking in who don't know what's going on, they're just gonna think you're being like, oh, they're following me, and people don't really know because they're not paying attention, or they're just constantly paying attention to me saying this and saying that. But these people are not coming up to me, or just like literally when I go take out the trash, they're not walking up behind me or talking. So it's so a slick way that they do it or whatever. But anybody who anybody who has connection with the divine, or just in general, anybody who's ever been gang stalked, know that they do it in a way so only you know it. But I heard that other people are starting to notice too, and then remember some neighbors doing it. Like when I first moved in here, it was a neighbor. I don't know if he still stay over there or not. I saw him every now and then, but every time I would come outside, he would leave out the door or whatever, and I would leave, and then I would see him in the car, and then he would follow out behind me. But it's like they don't do it very and he had like a little slick look on his face, but I don't think he's doing it no more, but he was doing it for a long time. But just in general, like I said before, people do silly stuff or whatever. So when it goes on for so long, and I'm making this video for other people that's going through this, so you can kind of know how to get through it. When it goes on for so long, you start becoming like numb to it. I'll throw a little joke here and there, because at first I never thought that something was wrong with me. I never think that anything is wrong with me, because in my mind, even with them little silly porn link things, or the comments, or they're watching, or I'm hearing psychics say they're saying this about you, or they're saying this about you, I never think that I'm the problem, whatever. Because number one, I know who I am, and then the way I look at it is, if somebody is watching you every day, constantly focus on you, constantly following you, and talking down on you or whatever, just in general, even if they're not talking down on you, there's somebody that has a serious problem or whatever. Who's gonna stalk somebody every day that they look down on, or they ain't all that or whatever? So that's one way how you just, if anybody is just thinking that something is wrong with you, if you're getting bullied or gang stalkers covertly bullied and stalked or whatever, you know that these people have a serious issue. Because, and like I told you before, ain't nobody that even counts or matters. No matter how much money you have, you sit in a mansion or something like that, or what was I finna say about that comment that I don't even feel like that was that's her real status. Because number one, I told you, ain't nobody of no rich status like that gonna comment on nobody's stuff. Number one, and it goes both ways. Number one, if you have a rich status like that, and you a female, all this other stuff, and you coming on somebody's stuff like that, you have a serious mental problem. Because like I told you, your focus should be on that. And then number two, if you created a fake account just to make that up, to try to belittle somebody, you know you don't have all that, that means you have a serious issue problem too. So it's really no way around it or whatever. So you have to know it's something wrong with these people and not with you. Just think about it. Like I said, I try to do that little Hayoka mirror effect, which is what I am. When I say stuff, I try to show people how they act. Even in my videos, I try to show people a different way. But I just like kind of do that to like, let the gang stalkers see how low they are. I already know their video. They gonna see it and I see it. It's like they're just sitting there watching it and they don't see it. They get it, but they don't give a fuck. They understand it, but they don't care. They know they're evil. They know they can't be saved. They know God not with them, but they're being used as demons are using their bodies and Demons are getting inside of them and make them carry out these type of things because there's no other way reason why they're doing it, because anybody with common sense or whatever, or just anybody this even goes past being mature minded. Anybody with common logical sense who respects themselves or respect others or just had any type of God in general, they're not gonna do nothing like that. Only a demon would do something like that every day, all day, or switch out and just like, it's like I'm saying, it doesn't even make any sense or whatever. But anyway, let them build up their own karma or whatever. Let them think they're getting away with it and let them deal with their own karma. I try not to even really address them anymore. I try to like talk to the viewers now, the other people that's going through it or whatever, because it's like I don't even want to address it, because like I said, they don't understand that if you don't like somebody or somebody is this and this and that, then it starts becoming, the issue starts turning on you if you keep watching somebody that you feel like this and this and that about, and if they don't understand that, then they don't need to be watching my channel anyway, because the message is not for them. You can't simply understand that watching and stalking somebody every day to look for flaws or to talk down on them. You can't understand that there's jealousy and hate and envy, regardless if you in a BMW or Benz or whatever. If you're doing that to somebody who don't have a car and you're following, so she don't have this, she don't have that, I stay in this, I stay in that, or I have kids, it's like you can't clearly see in your brain that there's envy. And then I want to say this too. I'm not going to be addressing like every little thing that people spit out there, because sometimes it's just bits that people just wonder and talk or whatever. But I just want to say this. And when I address something, I'm just going to address it and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not really stressing about kids and stuff like that. Every now and I've always been like that. Like I'll see a cute baby and I'll be like, oh, I want a baby. Throughout my life, I'll see like a cute, when I used to go to church, I'll see like them cute little babies in pink and I'll be like, oh, I want a little girl. But I never really wanted kids like that or whatever. I've had every opportunity to have kids if I wanted kids. I chose not to have kids. Yes, I'm fertile and yes, I can have kids. If I wanted to have kids at my age, I can. If I wanted to have kids earlier on, I could have. I chose not to or whatever. So I don't care about no females kind of being like, well, I got two kids or whatever. It doesn't make you more womanly have a because you have kids or whatever, or because you're married or whatever. Sometimes I think I have to break that down, because there's plenty of people that have kids and that are married that are not even in a happy marriage. So that doesn't make you better or nothing like that. If I really just wanted to be like I'm all that, I'd be like, shoot, I'm celibate or whatever. I changed, I elevated, I'm single, I can stand on my own. I don't need no man. I have to have this in order to prove that I'm all, like, I'm not even on that or whatever. So I don't care about why. And this is another thing. Sometimes people say stuff, but I be sitting on it and I start getting agitated, because it's like people have a lot of balls. It's like, why would I care about somebody from a fake account talking about I'm nuts and obese under every video, and just the way she was doing it? See, black people have a certain level of ignorance that irritates me. And it could just be anyways, but I don't like ignorance. Like I remember one time I had a conversation with somebody I used to talk to. And we broke up and we had a conversation, and I remember, this was a while back, and I remember I was telling him, well, I feel like blah, 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 blah. He was like, shoot, well, you left me, and I know I got this and this and that, and naming material stuff. And he couldn't understand that I didn't understand what they had to do with the conversation. I'm never gonna be like, oh, I got this and got that. Every now and then, if people get like money and stuff like that, they'll do that to like shun on the haters. Like, shut up, I made it. I got this and this and that. So you don't really have nothing to talk about. Blah 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 blah. But just to purposely be ugly, I don't care about stuff like that. Even if somebody has like, I don't know. I just don't care about stuff like that. That kind of stuff doesn't impress me or whatever. Cause it's like with materialistic people, it's like that's low level thinking. I've never been the type of person that wear the latest Jordans and stuff like that. Now going through our school and stuff like that, I had like a rainbow gap type of look. I never was into like no Tommy Hilfiger. I just had to have Louis and all this other stuff. That's, even if I had a lot of money, that's just not me or whatever. So the fact that I even have to explain that, or people make you trying to make you feel like something is wrong with you just because you don't have that, that's why I don't really engage well with certain types of people or whatever, because they don't understand it or whatever. I don't care about all that bullshit or whatever. That type of stuff doesn't impress me. So I just want to say that, and sometimes I just have to get that out there. Now let me say this. people, they were saying people think you stuck up. So I told you guys before, and I shouldn't even have to explain it, because usually if a person is stuck up or whatever, if I think a person is just too full of themselves and arrogant or whatever, I'm not gonna watch them no more. I'm not gonna keep watching them and be like, oh, they stuck up or whatever. But let me just say this now. And it's other people that can vouch for that. When you first get out of a relationship with a narcissist, and I'm gonna go through this real quick because I don't like talking about him. But when you first go through a relationship with a narcissist and you go through a smear campaign, which means being lied on, backstabbed, betrayed, it's like you feel like you were at war in that relationship because you were going at war with him, his kids, his family, his friends. They didn't like you, blah blah blah, and he wouldn't speak up, and then he was secretly talking about you to them or whatever, and turning your family against you. So all that spending the spell work and stuff to keep you confused and all the other stuff. So after that happens, when you finally wake up and realize what happened, and remember I lost my car and my home, or I was and the person didn't even help me or nothing. Even though I broke up with him, it's like it was always like we broke up and got back together. But even though he didn't help me or whatever, it's like when you go through something like that, on a betrayal like that, then you guys know my other ex was leading people over here and gang stalking two different groups or whatever. So when you go through something like that, being watched and fall on backstab on that level and left for dead, you don't really want to associate with anybody. It ain't no. I know I be going saying stuff online like, oh, these people get on my nerve, blah blah blah. I'm talking about these gang stalkers and stuff like that. I'm not walking around here with my nose up. When I said I used to stay on Still a Link and stuff like that, and nobody said nothing about this. I'm just saying this is how I know how people think. Remember I told you I can read the minds of my viewers, meaning that I know what people are thinking or whatever. So I try to be as detailed. Yeah, when I said that, I'm saying that because I didn't like the fact that people are coming over here and stalking. In my other place, you couldn't do nothing like that. You couldn't just sit and hang out and just watch somebody all day, especially if they live over here or whatever. So let's just say that. But no, in no way am I stuck up. I'm very Aries are very straightforward. We're very blunt. We know what to say. We know what not to say. We get mad. Sometimes we don't care what we say. But I'm a very, very humble and nice person. I'm not on no high horse or nothing like that. Even if I got rich today or tomorrow, I'm still not gonna be all like thinking I'm all that or whatever. I just know who I'm gonna mess with and who I'm not gonna mess with, which is more than likely nobody but me or whatever. I mean, it's just a lot of the stuff that I went through. Like I told you, gang stalking changes you. Being getting with a narcissist changes you. Crying out online, not crying out, but just saying what you going through online and ain't nobody saying nothing or whatever. Like, are you okay? Your family members making fake accounts to watch you. Or every time I post, people call and be like, "Are you okay?" Like in a kind of weird, suspicious type of way. It's like you get to the point where you don't trust nobody or whatever. So it ain't never about nobody being stuck up or whatever. It's more of a fact that I know who I am now and I survived something and I'm more confident and I'm like, nobody's ever gonna pull the wool over my eyes, and I don't have no time for no drama or no BS going back and forth or nothing like that. So in any way, people can think whatever they want to think about me being arrogant. I'm just clearing the air and letting you know that's not even in my personality to be like that, especially after that narcissist discard or whatever. That gives you a major ego death, and then you rise up and you become fully spiritually awakened or whatever, and it's like you just see everything so clearly or whatever. So we'll just say that. But I'm very, very on game. I heard a reading from a lady. I told you I don't look at those divine masculine readings no more. I don't even, just the ones I go to now, they'll mention under another title or whatever, like for example, who's praying against you or blah 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 blah, stuff like that, or this and this and that. But yeah, she was saying I don't look at the divine masculine readings, but I'll just look at something or it'll pop up on my notifications from the people I'm subscribed to, and they'll say something like, this person is doing love spells on you. They don't love you, but they just want you to think that the situation wasn't so bad, and they just want to come back into your life to play those games again and to have you confused, so they can they enjoy controlling you with doing those spells in a relationship. That's not gonna work. I told you, love spells honestly do not work on people when they don't work on divine feminists when they don't give a fuck about the person no more. And it's not even like sometimes for a long time I told you I was going back and forth and really pissed off and wanted karma, and then I wanted the person to die. Now I don't give a fuck if the person dies. I just want them to stay out my area, and those spells not gonna work or whatever. That's how you know it agitates you when you even have to talk about it. Like the fact that I was reading that who's praying on you, and that, and he came up in there reading, that irritated me too. I don't even read under the cancer readings or anything like that anymore. I read under my reading of the new soulmate, who I think is their sign is coming in or whatever. So it is what it is. And then it's like I'm not even really just looking for love right now. I'm like, if it comes, it comes. But if my new soulmate is somebody I meet in the store or something like that, or whoever it is or whatever, I'm gonna be very, very cautious, and I'm gonna know if that person is for me. And we're gonna take our time and you really get to know each other or whatever. I'm not gonna just go and trust in nobody, because I told you, every time I try to think I can trust somebody or think I can open up whatever, I always be disappointed, and I don't want to ever get tricked again, or think somebody they can play a game on me again or play me for a fool, because I'm not. One thing about me that really makes me mad when people try to play me for a fool or whatever is because I know that I'm not that type of person. So I start looking at those people as they evil or whatever, because I know my intentions ain't never to just play nobody or whatever, or dog nobody or do them wrong or play mind games and stuff like this. So I just want to say that. I just wanted to give a recent little update. Just wanted to make this video. Hope everybody is having a good night. Oh, and I want to say this, like, I love doing those music videos. I'll be in my room or in my apartment or in the shower, and I'll be listening to music on my Bluetooth or just skimming through it when I be in my room. And when I hear certain songs or whatever, automatically when I hear certain songs, I start getting a brainstorming idea. Once I get one clip for a video, the clips will just start connecting. I'll start remember stuff from this movie scene, or I'll take one from this music video and stuff like that. One thing that really makes me go hard is these gang stalkers or whatever. Like that Malcolm X video I did. I know I put them clips I put on my Facebook page before, like Cameron and stuff like that, and what is it called, Goodfellas or whatever. I try to make it seem like I'm telling like a little story or whatever. That's one way I can kind of make it flow or whatever. And I always try to end it with like something funny or whatever. And some of them I'm not trying to be funny when I ended it, but some of them I am kind of trying to be sarcastic and funny, like when that Tupac thing, when he was spitting and stuff like that. But yeah, they just it just inspires me. Those music videos it don't take me long to come up with an idea at all. Just the right song, the right songs. I know how to put it together with the right clips. The thing that just take me a long time is I'm doing it on the cell phone. But I do look forward to doing more, making more music videos or whatever. That's it. I'm gonna be up all night. Sorry if I'm talking fast. I drank a whole bunch of Red Bulls. I'm about to go drink another one. And just I'm sorry, I'm gonna look up some more music videos or whatever, listen to some music and try to come up with some more ideas. So I just want to say that. Have a good night, y'all.